family. Welcome to the Spiritual Counseling TV network. My name is Christie Ramirez and I'm your soul coach. So for this week of June 14th to the 20th of 2021, there's a lot of big news. June is almost over. But before we get started, I do want to remind you all of my new journal. So I brought out all of these journals that I have here to not only give away, but also to remind you to purchase it. It's on sale for the rest of this year, and it's so helpful on a daily basis to really keep you grateful, but also keep you focused on what it is that you want to achieve this year in particular as we experience our rebirth. And there's also extra spiritual guidance on a month-to-month basis. You definitely don't want to miss out. And if you want even extra more spiritual guidance for this year and month by month as well, please make sure to check out my presentations provided by my Lightworker University. I did a special presentation at the beginning of this year to explain what 2021 was about. And literally at the beginning of June, I did this part 2, a second Lightworker University for this year, which is the next 6 months, the second half of 2021, which has been a part 2, the reawakening. So you definitely don't want to miss out. Check out those events. They are paid events because that is something that is extra to what I offer, and it's very important information there. And this is, of course, if you want this information. But the reason why I am guided by God to give this kind of information is to help us be prepared and make wise decisions before it's too late, right? You don't want to then look back and wish you would have made wiser decisions in whatever way that means for you in your life. But you want to be prepared and you want to start early, meaning you want to get started on your long-term goals and don't wait until it's too late. You understand? So everything has a reason why we speak about this, and everything that I do in my whole entire brand, soul coaching, has a divine purpose. I don't speak just to speak, but it really is helpful. Let me reveal to you all a little bit of my weekend, because I feel like it's gonna definitely talk about the energies. As you all know, I feel the energies on a different level, but I'm also part of the collective, right? So I can experience things in my life that maybe you might relate to. All right, so let's talk about this then. So what happened actually last night, I was looking over my phone at all the videos and content that I've been doing for soul coaching. And of course, you know, I was kind of clearing up space in my phone. And of course, this is a message as well. Clear up space in your life for this newness to come in. And what I came across was a special video that I did literally last June in 2020. So it was no coincidence as well that it was around this time, but it was after the summer solstice. So it was already summer last year. It was June 22nd or 23rd that I filmed that. And it was a Cosmic Consciousness Show episode, which I am going to restart this year as well. So I'm excited for that because I already did the trailer last night and I will reveal it soon. And a lot came up about what we're actually experiencing now. So it's interesting that I was talking about energies that I was going to experience today, which is why it never got uploaded to my actual website, to my School of Light. It was a video that I sort of forgot about and skipped about, but nothing is for waste, right? That's how God works. A year later, I go back to that video and I was listening to the beginning of it and I was like, wow, it was like the perfect message that I needed to hear last night. It was like I was talking to my future self. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because this is how my videos are, all of them. I look back on my videos as well, my presentations that I do. I've watched that one twice already, both of them, the Lightworker University presentations. And I can't tell you how accurate they are. I'm just surprised even at myself, because I go into any presentation or any video per se, not knowing what is going exactly to come out. And of course, I am conscious while I am speaking, but I really don't have a certain idea how it's going to go. It's not like it's pre-planned per se, right? So This is why I'm telling you, this is very much intuitive spiritual work that is not to be taken for granted, but is to be appreciated. That very few people out in the world are, first of all, still showing up to do this. And second of all, that it's as pure as possible, because I do my work as well. I make sure that I am pure all the time as well. I spend a lot of time alone as well. I do a lot of meditation, believe it. And, you know, this is the life that I chose. It's my spiritual sacred lifestyle, and I wouldn't change it for anything. But I really hope that it really can influence other people out there. And remember, you know, actually today's message for the Daily Heavenly Podcast Show, which you can have access to for free in my other Instagram page, which is at thespiritualcounseling.tv. The message is, if I'm looking at it because I wrote it, it's, you will not influence the world by being just like it. So what this means is that dare to be different and dare to stand out, because this is the uniqueness about you that is needed. And this is about shining this light bright with confidence, with no fear, and just stepping into it and owning it. And that's a beautiful message, because we are in the end of June, and this month of June as a whole has been about self-love, self-care, and self-nurturance, focusing on where we need to heal interiorly. Because remember, any sort of light, beauty, and even joy radiates from the inside out. So this is something that needs to be genuine, can't be faked, even towards yourself. You can't lie to yourself. You need to be honest with yourself if you are to experience the true deep healing. And my program, A New You, which is a 10-week soul coaching program, can definitely help you with this transformation as well. I am going to be making a huge sale for it very soon, most likely in July. And you're not going to want to miss out. So definitely check it out, the trailer, christieramirez.com/anewYou. So many great things coming up with that program as well. I'm working on the book, and I just can't wait to share it. So let's get started then with our weekly message for this week of June 14th to the 20th of 2021. Also be reminded that I also do a weekly health guidance. Last week I gave it for free in this free daily sample, but of course I won't be doing that today. So you definitely don't want to miss out. That's another exclusive show when you become a member at the Spiritual Counseling TV network, plus other exclusive content like therapy sessions, motivational speeches. I do Q&A radio shows as well to answer your questions, couples therapy talk show. There's a women's forum empowerment series, and a new mindset talk, which is about psychology and mental health awareness. And of course, there's special events as well that go year round, such as the fashion show, the love show, which are monthly free shows. I also do other special events like psychology lectures and just other spontaneous things that I'm guided to do throughout the year. And all of that is exclusive for members, with the exception of the monthly love show and the fashion show. You definitely want to watch June and stay on the lookout for July as well. And so also make sure to sign up to my free mailing list to receive my weekly and monthly newsletters. There's extra content that gets written in those blogs that you don't want to miss out. And of course I do offers as well. So many great things that I give to you all in those newsletters. And it's okay that if you haven't signed up to my newsletter, but when you become a member of the Spiritual Counseling TV network, there's a page that you have access to where you get access to basically all the previous and the present newsletters. So you can have a whole library of those newsletters. So you won't miss out when you become a member. And there is a June sale for the Spiritual Counseling TV network that you definitely want to take advantage of. And last but certainly not least, that is, I feel, the last message for today. So let's get started. I am definitely going to bring in my Nostradamus cards today again. I really felt guided to bring them up again. So give me a moment to set it up and I will be right back. Okay everyone, so let's get started. Let's begin with the Nostradamus prophecy cards, and then I'm actually going to give also an extra affirmation for this week. I was called to those cards. I haven't used them in quite a while. I feel like since last year. So I'm excited what that's going to bring. Alright, so we are going to read from the booklet, because these are very esoteric and mysterious cards that require a lot of decoding. So it's exciting because I feel like a lot's going to be revealed today about this week. There's something important that is definitely in the air and happening. All right, so this week, what should we all know? It is also the beginning of something new. We did just enter a solar eclipse last week, so definitely make sure that you watch the last YouTube video, which is the spirituality retreat, the full event, both the spiritual talk and the Sambo healing session, to get healing but also get insight into what just happened. What's this newness that we're talking about, and this literal new chapter and even new story to our life, the new storybook to our life. This is a completely new phase that's going to last a year and a half to the end of 2022. So this is big, this is huge. I feel like also as a collective, we are also recovering from what happened in 2020. In our personal lives, maybe some people in their health, in their financial pocket. There's a lot of recovery going on, and this is good because this means that there's movement forward and there's hope for the future, right? But this recovery phase is not overnight. That's the thing, right? That can bring people some impatience, but that's the guidance. Be patient, because this transformation and road to recovery is gonna take a while, maybe even a year, right? It's like anything in life. When you have a setback of, like, let's say a year, the recovery is usually double it, or at least the same amount plus half of that amount. So hence the year and a half cycle, right? And then maybe the fullest peak of that cycle in actually 2 years, because the following year's theme after the metamorphosis is the final kingdom of heaven. So I really do think that, you know, everything that we speak about in the Lightworker University presentations is really clear guidance and is really helping me to see the big picture as well, because this gives us more patience in the now, right? Because sometimes we can get impatient with trying to get somewhere when maybe it's not even time to get there yet. And that's okay. That's okay, because the slower you do it or get into whatever it is that you're trying to recover from, the better it will be anyways. More quality, right? Instead of rushing through it. So think about this. And this of course also goes for relationships. Healing of the heart. If you're trying to enter something new, don't rush into something new and try to seal the deal right away because you don't want to be alone. No, prolong the courtship, the dating phase, because believe it or not, those are one of the most precious and beautiful moments in the relationship. You don't want to rush to the end of the finish line. All right, so just be conscious of this as well and take it slow. This is definitely all around recovery, and this is an amazing message because I didn't get this message before. All right, so there's a lot of messages here. We have the Emperor in reverse, which of course makes sense. I feel like this has to do with financial stability in each of our own individual lives. Independence, lack of independence I'm feeling. Maybe there's a lot of codependency that people are dealing with, and of course because of the setbacks of 2020, it makes sense. So have compassion with where you're at and don't try to rush even the solutions as well. Don't settle just because you're running out of solutions. No, wait for the real thing, whatever that is. Your dream job, your dream woman or man, your dream status, whatever that way that means for you. Because this is an alone man here, and it's in the reverse. We don't want to be alone anymore, right? This only makes sense, but I do want to look it up. Let's look at each of one of these. And the Emperor in reverse is a major arcana, which is the number 4 card. Yeah, this is the instability that we're all feeling. And maybe even some stubbornness and even immaturity that could be the reason for past failures in relationships, maybe past failures in business, or maybe neglecting self-care, whatever that may be. It could even be just spiritual immaturity. If you're just awakening on your journey and you're still in the learning phase, that's okay. So this is definitely about the strengthening of our relationships, friends, family, with self, with God. That's a definite message. And then the next one that we got is the spheres, the suit of spheres, the number 8. And the suit of spheres rules alchemists and scientists. So there's something definitely that we are creating and that we have been creating in this hermit mode. And these are genius ideas from divine intelligence that's being handed down to us. But we're to make something of it, right? And I feel like it's not completed yet. And again, that's okay. Lead is associated with the planet Saturn. What's going to help us to be able to manifest this is discipline, which is what Saturn rules. In alchemy, it represents the beginning of the state of blackness. We're leaving the black night of the soul, and we're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. When matter is in the state of putrefaction and dissolution, right? The alchemical process is not just in minutes or like miraculous per se. There's a process that goes into it, just like any scientific experiment, right? There also needs to be reliability to make sure that it can work for any situation, right? Whatever it is that you're creating, perhaps, it's for the collective, right? You want to make sure that it is generalized for the collective, right? Like, for example, me being here, this is not only for me per se, or even just for spiritual people. This can be generalized to just about anybody, because this is spiritual guidance that's going to help us. This guidance that we get can be applied to any situation, not just one certain kind of situation. All right, so in whatever way that resonates with you. And then this other card, the 8 of Spears in reverse, is also the emptiness that we've been feeling, perhaps because of lack of quality, true relationships. Maybe we've experienced dishonesty or insincerity. And this is what we're healing from, right? Any kind of betrayals or heartbreaks. And that's traumas from the past, which is what our therapy sessions help us with. Next, we got the 2 of Spears. So there's a lot of spheres coming in, a lot of Saturn energy. And it's in the upright. And guess what? In the upright, it's not such a great message. This is about the blockages that we're working on clearing up. Any obstacles that we are needing to be challenged with. Maybe some worry or inconsistent results, agitation, entanglement, or confusion. Which is the instability because of the fear in the air, right? And this is also about not blocking your own self. This card focuses on the success and wealth that comes from the fantastic energy of the ace. This grows out of a simple human problem. You may be successful, full of bounty and well-being, but find out that this all requires a lot of attention and time to sustain, right? This is about having a balanced lifestyle. So this is the balancing of energies that needs to happen. And it could definitely be financial blockages as well, because maybe there is a lack of imbalance. There is a lack of balance, maybe in body, mind, spirit, in your actual health and well-being, or maybe just in your happiness. Maybe you're overworking and really find that you're not happy. So is it all worth it, the money or whatever you get from overworking, right? This is just one example, because this is what a lot of people have realized in the year 2020. What's truly important for them in life, right? And so I feel like that's where it's getting back to, reminding you of this lesson that we've learned. And just because things are getting better, don't let go of that lesson, because then you'll be back to square one, right? You don't want to repeat those cycles. None of us do. And then we have the suit of the suns, which is interesting because this is about like the solar eclipse as well that we just experienced. It has to do with leadership, empowerment. Copper is associated with the planet Venus as well. So this has to do about doing what gives us passion and what we love to do. It refers also to transformation and new growth, hence the rebirth that I'm seeing here. The rising of the phoenix, coming out of whatever setback and better. This is the purification and refinement through which both question and questioner must go in order to find the right answer. Because being that this is the literal sun, I'm feeling like perhaps there's a lack of self-confidence. This also represents the glory of creation and the presence of God in all things, hence our co-creation with God in heaven. Interesting. The One of Suns in the reverse is the ending of a cycle, which yes, we have experienced. Any downfall that we're rebounding from. Bankruptcy, decline, fault, persecution, collapse, or defeat. Could just be defeat from life itself, right? And this can put us in a victimhood state, but we can jump out of this easily by regaining back our fire for life. And that is the 3 card, which is enterprise, hence like entrepreneurship, creating your own thing, activity, trade, boldness, courage, cooperation with God and heaven, voyages of discovery and intellectual power, which is this higher divine intelligence. Gonna be such an appropriate message. And I feel like we're gonna end now with this affirmation to help us with this transformation that we need to get started with. So let's ask God to give us an affirmation of the week to definitely get us through these challenges with conviction. And of course we got the classic one, yes you can. Nothing's stopping you. Blossom into your fullest potential. And this is the solar plexus chakra, which is all about courage, confidence, self-esteem, self-knowing as well, that yes, you can do it. You were made for this. This is about activating the divine masculine from within and taking action. Beautiful message for this week. Wow, thank you, God. Let's get started with our daily morning spiritual guidance now for today on Monday, as a free gift to you all, a free sample, how these videos look like on a daily basis, give you this quick and helpful guidance from God, Source, our angels. All right, so let's begin then with the main guidance for today from Source. And remember, whatever it is that you're experiencing, it's all in the mindset, hence the perspective. Maybe there is a shift in perspective that you all need to experience and take action with. And it might help you to see a situation from different eyes, from a bird's eye view, right? The higher perspective. This card deck and also my affirmations cards I created, so just as a reminder, you will not find these cards anywhere. So this is very unique guidance. And I channeled this at the beginning of my journey. And I love them. I absolutely love them, which is why I bring them on our dailies. So let's begin then with our spiritual guidance, what God wants to bring to us today as our main focus. Wow, you are an old soul. We are also getting revelations, perhaps from past life relationships, our ancestors, and just this inner knowing, which comes from living multiple past lives, right? The older soul that you are, this means that the truly wiser you are. And it doesn't matter how old you are in the physical realm. Age is irrelevant. It's about your soul. And I feel like this is what's coming up. And definitely believe in miracles because they are real. You're getting this guidance on how to achieve this miracle. Jesus is present with us very much throughout this entire year. And especially with A Course in Miracles that we're learning and that I'm teaching to you all in my spiritual book club at the School of Light. So definitely become a member to get access to those series. It's getting very good. And it's a whole year-long series because it's a big book, right? And we not only read it, but we actually study it. So it's a lot of information. And then let's get our daily affirmation for today to help us to manifest this courage and confidence that we need to step into our light, our truth, and the real higher self within. Okay, there's a lot of healing today. I am faithful, I am committed, and I am a devoted being. And God is talking about our mission work. I welcome new people into my life that are perhaps going to help us with this mission work. I build new friendships that serve my highest soul, and I am building a trustworthy soul tribe. I attract only souls of light. So affirm this. If you're confused about who's entering your life, who you can trust, if you have trust issues, and then when it comes to our health, and last but certainly not least, actually, I only attract healthy, sustainable, and loving relationships into my life, and people as well. Because you want to attract people that are at your level of healedness, right? You don't want to have to basically put another person's burden on your shoulders and then try to heal them, because that's going to take away not only from your light, but also from your energy and your vitality. So this is especially important when it comes to close relationships, friendships, romantic partners, and even family members per se. Yes, you can help people, but this is not especially what a romantic relationship is about. You want to be at definitely the same level. They should know, what you talk about, the topics that you're interested per se when it comes to the spiritual journey, because that should be the main component of any spiritually based romantic relationship. You don't want to have to teach that other person everything, right? Because that is definitely going to drain your energy. So definitely affirm this, and God will clear the way and show you and reveal to you who is the healed one and who's not, right? You already know as an intuitive person, so there's no questioning this anymore, right? And then when it comes to our health, I am willing to believe in my ability to create healing and happiness. And I am grateful for the healing that's taking place in my body. I am healthy in my body, mind, and soul. Beautiful affirmations for today, quite lengthy, but very much needed. And I feel like those are weekly affirmations for us today. And then let's get started with our angel messages. There's a lot of angel messages for today. As usual, we begin this way. We begin with our life purpose message from our angels. These are our archangels that are here in these decks. We got the Six of Raphael, which is definitely about harmony, embracing your inner child, and the new friends that are coming in. So definitely take action towards this. This is about career advancement, maybe needing to go somewhere today, acknowledgement of success by others, determination and self-control as well. So stay patient. Steady progress is the way, not rushing through it, right? Because then we also got a lot of sixes here, Six of Gabriel. So slow when it comes to love, and also when it comes to mission work. And this is about, we've completed this cycle that came up, right? Congratulations, you've done a wonderful job. Time to move on to this next new project. There's award scholarships and promotions that can result as a result of that. So keep going on your journey. That is a message of encouragement to keep going. Let's get our daily guidance now from our angels, which is very different from what we get from God. And of course, we got the entrepreneurship card. We have a lot of sacred chakra energy, which is about creativity. A needing to cleanse and detoxify. With great love and respect, we ask that you detoxify your precious and sensitive body. Your request will help you to develop life-affirming ways to deal with stress, because that can also get in the way of your health and well-being, as well as ease any sorrow at shedding your old ways. Give your cares, worries, and concerns to us, and feel the beautiful grace of your newly purified body. And of course, self-employment suits your disposition, and intentions. Working for yourself allows you to better follow your intuition and divine guidance. We are your co-workers and teammates who remain loyally by your side to ensure your success in all ways. Beautiful message. And then finally, let us get our romance angels for today on Monday. So there is definitely a need to flirt more because it's in the reverse. This is about bringing and extending your lighthearted energy to others. Don't be afraid to do this. And it could simply be with just a smile, right? Flirt with life is just about taking things more lightheartedly. I feel like something is, let's see why it came up in the reverse. It could also mean keep to yourself in a way, because this is a moment of introspection and reflection. But I'm also feeling like when you meet that sacred partner, there's nothing to be afraid of, right? Because this is forgiving and learning from the past, and so that you can experience more love in your present moment. And I feel like this is what it's talking about. More playfulness, maybe healing family issues and reconciliations that can bring in more flirtiness, more playfulness, and just true, genuine joy, childlike joy and innocence into your life. I'm wishing you all a beautiful Monday and a beautiful week. I'll see you all at the Spiritual Counseling TV network. If you want to be a member today, go to ChristieRamirez.com/TV. And if not, it's okay. I'll see you all next week. Namaste. And last but certainly not least, if you want to book a personal soul coaching session with me, please book right away at ChristieRamirez.com/booking. I take individuals, couples, children, and family. Everything is online, very convenient. We can see face to face or just simply do phone calls, whatever is more comfortable for you. And realize that this is always confidential information. So if you really want to seek this personal soul coaching guidance, please don't hesitate and book right away. If you have any questions or concerns, please email me directly at Christie@ChristieRamirez.com. Thank you all again, and I'll see you all next time. you.